I don't either. I explained to them like triangle theory, and I was like, you need to have 3 points of aggression, and then if they push one side, the other two sides support it because a triangle is the strongest shape. And then they did it. It was so crazy. I was like, this is a weird concept to get, and you guys are all like gold players, and you got triangle theory. Like that was crazy to me.
Yeah, we do
Triangles are
rocket
key.
science on my side, so.
Do you want to explain triangle theory to chat?
So triangle theory is that the triangle is the strongest shape just in the real world because each side is supported by every other side. If I push the top of a triangle, the bottom sides will help it. But if you have a square and you push the corner of a square, one of those sides isn't going to be supporting it.
So how does this apply to Overwatch?
So in Overwatch, a triangle is the strongest shape. If you have 3 points for your team. So, for example, on Garden, we had the Pharmacy, and then the Tracer, and then the Tanks and the Moira. Those were 3 sides. If they pushed the Tanks and the Moira, the Tracer and the Pharmacy could help. If they wanted to push out the Tracer, then the Pharmacy and the Tanks could push up and get the backline. If they wanted to deal with the Pharmacy, well, then you have the Tanks and the Tracer to deal with.
Yeah.
So we kept a 3-sided shape so that whichever side got pushed, the other two would be able to help.
If you're ever wondering why Goat's meta at the very end of it evolved into what we called triple angle, it's the same thing as what Gunther is calling triangle theory. So the San Francisco Shock and Philadelphia Fusion were the first two to be using that tactic instead of balling up as goats when they beat the balled up goats formation by playing triple angles.
Yeah, and the reason that Shanghai beat Shock in the Stage 3 finals is because they played like a much more DPS-oriented version of that.